Hello everyone, welcome to episode 7 of my tutorial series on how to make a Slime Rancher 1 mod. This time we'll be covering making a liquid crate and chroma pack. I was originally going to test all the code this time, look for errors and problems. We've had some tricky issues along the way, but generally the general gist of everything is covered, so it's been fine. When it comes to issues, last time we had some issues with our gadget. I won't be going into any more with that because this more comes down to my own mod and less has to do with on your end. Uh, you can also find plenty of de-inspire resources on how to do everything else to do with our gadget here. Right? Cool? Cool? Alright, so let's get started. I was originally going to check our code for this time. Okay, my mouse froze. So I already created a liquid icon and a ramp. You can see the ramp right here, and we can see the icon right here. So creating a liquid is actually not that complicated, although if we want a way of obtaining this liquid, it might be more difficult. So let's do var crazy cool liquid equals new equals liquid creation dot create liquid. I also already had added our ID, so we should have IDs dot crazy cool liquid, and we can put in its name, crazy cool liquid, and our liquid base will just be water. Our sprite icon will be you can just grab one of our sprite icons from a past video. If you want to, you will probably should check out. Of course, everything so far is nothing new, nothing we haven't done before. All of this stuff you should be used to from our other tutorials on this. Oh, we're just putting in our ID that we made, we're putting in the name that we made, a name for it, we're putting in the identifiable for our base, the original liquid, and we're putting in our icon. Next we have vac color, again nothing new, we can do new color 32, and we got to go look up our colors, so which color from here best fits it. Let's go for this color and let's click on this to make sure we get our values in 255 mode. Otherwise, it won't look right. So we have 0, 111, and 176. So let's go here. 0, 111, 76. And we're going to do this as 255 as you normally would. The material, what we're going to use is liquid creation dot create liquid. No, it's not create liquid. No, create liquid material. And now we have to go with base liquid, water, liquid. We're going to do name, crazy cool liquid matte. We're going to do texture ramp. Let's go find a texture that we've done before. Here. We had used the ramp in the past for our chickens and our vegetable. You can use either one. It's just not creating a sprite with this, so we're going to do it's called crazy cool liquid. And next we have wave fade. These values I don't actually know what they should be. I'm going to go copy some generic values that I've made in the past. So I was originally going to make a mod at one point in time called the mod guide mod, which would have done something similar to this video tutorial series, but it wouldn't have been videos. It would have been a project file you could look through, and also would have had all these tutorial things throughout it and be a cool mod similar to this one. In this, I had already made a liquid, as you can see here, and in this I just set them all to 0.5, and we're going to do the same here. We can go to our tutorial, and we're going to set all of these values to this. So next is our texture dirt. So let's go ahead and create a texture for this. I don't actually know how it should look, so I'm just going to do this new item. This should be fine. And we're going to go cancel. We're going to pull out an eraser. And since there's a, we have to do something for transparency. We have to add an alpha channel first before we can erase things. So now we can erase all of our stuff here. We can use this color, that's fine. We can go for a smaller size and just kind of put some dots and spots all over it. For our dirt texture. And then we can, I don't know, distort or blur. That's not a good one. What's a good blur? Guess we can go with good old Gaussian blur. Okay, there we go. And we can go ahead and export as our crazy cool liquid dirt. Export, and we're going to go here. We're going to take our this again. This time it's going to be crazy cool liquid dirt. But we do have to put this project, so let's conclude in project and make you an embedded resource. Go. And dirt fade can also be 0.5f. This should add our liquid into the game. The reason why we're doing this is we might add a behavior to it in the future. I might do that on my own, but you can do it essentially the same way as we made a slime behavior to do exactly whatever you want. The other thing is if you're adding it as a fluid to make it obtainable, you're probably going to have the game object. Okay, this takes forever for some reason. It is. So adding a liquid is not that difficult. Did we? I don't think we did. No, we did not. All right, close window. I forgot to add it in date. It's because you won't close. Stop. Yes. All right. I'll just play it from here. It's faster. Like that. So we should be able to give ourselves the liquid and look at it flying through the sky for a bit. Something I wanted to try was giving it a behavior, another velocity-based behavior. This time something simpler, less complicated, something that just kind of makes it floaty or less or slow down in the air. Alright, I got text. Let me just respond to that real. Alright, let's continue. course, you may have lost some respect for me since the gadget video or something, but you know, that's because of the things we're using. Generally, most of this stuff works pretty well without issues. And Slime Rancher is just a finicky game to mod anyway, so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, crazy cool liquid. Yeah, have to get rid of our water. Just what water looks like. See this? And then there's our liquid. And it looks about the same. Water, but a little bit different. This is to be expected, though. Our ramp looks a lot like what a water would look like. Let's go ahead and continue on. Due to that thing with the name not showing up, however, we have to add it. I don't know if I ever did add a fix to the manga. Right. So we can go ahead and add our liquid in with the Slimepedia as well. But I will do that on my own afterwards, including adding the name, as it should all be in one package. If you ever need to figure out how to do it, there's a manual way of doing things, which is using the translation patcher, and you can figure this out to figure out exactly what you need to do to patch something. Anyway, what's next? Let's go ahead and do the next easiest, which is probably a chroma pack. If we go to chroma creation, this is creating the chroma pack. There's nothing more to it. We don't really need to access this afterwards. So what does a chroma pack need? Well, it needs something called the palette. A palette is an interesting one because it's a new one that we haven't done before. Public static read only palette Chrome registry. What was it? What does it need? Ranch director. So it's ranch dot palette. Palettes or palettes. So probably palette. Yeah. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna call this our crazy cool underscore chroma. Now that we have that, we can do IDs dot crazy cool chroma, and then we can do our sprite icon. We need to go make one. Of course, this is like any old icon. We need to go find it. So let's go up chroma pack icon. Slime rancher. This is classic. We're going to save image as crazy cool chroma. Then we go here, we're going to go to curves, and we're going to do our normal curve thing, which gives you this. This is not too shocking. Let's overwrite. We can also use this as a reference to decide what colors we want. Just check something. Yes, the outer color does change something, but anyway, let's go ahead and go back to this. So, of course, we have to refresh, and then include a project, and then set u to, not this, u to embedded resource. There we go. Next, we're going to grab one of our create sprites. Crazy cool chroma. If you don't know what chroma packs are, they are essentially different skins for your ranch. Order. I don't know what order is supposed to be. Let's see. I don't think I've ever made a chroma pack before, so I've never really tested the code out. I don't think. So let me go check something. Let's go File, Open. Onyx chroma pack, Open. Here. Here's all this. The order is 10. All right, let's just make our order one more than that. Let's make ours 11. Where's partner level 0? Where's progress type? This is where you could make a custom progress type that unlocks it. For now, we're going to do progress. It's one that we know will always be active. We'll see if this should work if I have it set to none. It might not. Anyway, int progress. There's a progress amount. I don't know what this is. So now we have these, which is called red and cyan, all these weird chroma creation things. These are special classes designed to hold two different types of values, and we're just going to use generics to figure them out. So first of all, we need to figure out what each of these values correspond to. So in the Onyx pack, we can go look at these values. So this is a reddish. This looks like it's a slightly purplish red. This is looking like very bluish color. Dark bluish color. This is also dark bluish color. This is a red, more orangey red color. And if I go and I look at their resources and I look at it, I actually have no idea. So we can just mess around until we get it the way we like it. We can just do these and just select them at random. So let's do chroma. Chroma creation. Easy red cyan. This is our base color. How do we decide our base colors? Well, we're just going to decide here randomly which one's which. If we look at our base image, this one, yeah, we can do this one. So let's go to our colors. We're going to go here. We're going to click U. Since it's already set to 255, we should be good, and it's 210.81. So we're going to do new 2 0 210 81 55. Full alien mode, false. Alien mode just is a weird setting that makes it look kind of strange. You can use it if you want. Green and magenta. I don't know. Let's go with this one. We'll use this color. 74 124. So then we're going to do chroma creation. And we'll do, for this one, since it's green and magenta, we'll use the green and magenta command. You can also manually create one, which gives you more customizability. But for now, we're just going to do it the easier way because we don't need that much customizability. So it was, what was it? Not going to tell me. 74, 124. 0, 74, 124, 250. I probably could have set that to automatically be false, and that you can only do it. That's why we have blue and yellow. Blue and yellow to be this color. Just 24, 61, 58. Four, 6, 1. Okay. False. Okay. And then the last one can be the color of this ring, which is 20845. And this is chroma creation. White. New. 20 0 208. That should create a chroma pack. So let's see if this works. Or not. Or if there is more that needs to be done. I probably should have just clicked on it in Steam because this takes a while for some reason to load. We can go ahead and check our time. We're at 23 minutes, which means we probably should hurry up. Since we still have a crate to do, which a crate can be complicated. Crates are normally associated with zones, which is what we'll create our crate for, is our future custom zone. Which, let me go ahead and check something. Let me go ahead and check when we're making our zone. While we have time. Our zone will be 2 episodes from now in episode 9. Episode 8, we will have secret style integration. So, next episode, wait for program to respond. This might be a bad sign. Go check something. If you want to know if things are erroring out, you can normally look at here, and this is not a good sign. It says missing prefabs. All right, what error did it give? Divide by 0 exception. Attempt to divide by 0. Easy. Okay. This is once again a me side error. We can go ahead and look at what on earth I done wrong this time. We can't do it that way. Let's do math.min u and use system. Great. So now what we're going to do is file, edit, find and replace, quick replace, divide by base r. Right? And we're going to replace it, divide math dot in of base color dot r plus 255. Then we'll do g, and then we'll do it for b and b. And this should fix the code. All right. So let's see if now we have to go to repos, and we'll go to simple there, here, here, and we'll just go quickly and update it. Of course, you won't have to deal with any of this because I will be updating SSRML along with the release of the tutorial to fix a lot of issues I found during the tutorial stage. This theoretically should fix the bug we were having. It's not important. This should get rid of the divide by 0. Unless we have some kind of weird code that I missed somewhere. By the way, I used the min function, and why is it still giving us a divide by 0? That means I missed something. A should never be 0. I guess I should add it for A as well. A should never be equal to 0. But in here, there's a point where it divides by 0. Why would this divide by 0? If you're 255, it would divide by 0. Our colors never hit 255 though. We can do all this. This. Um, okay, we can just do this again for every single one of them. Removing any possibility of any of them. What on earth did it just do? There should be no possibility of it ever divided by 0 now. Because I think the alpha was divided by 0 in that case. So let's go ahead and check. Well, that should have fixed my end on things. And you get, again, some more experience for how you look at bugs and figure out what's wrong with them. Of course, if you ever experience a bug that you think is SSRML related, you can always give it to me on the Discord server, which, again, I can't recommend enough. I have it linked in the first video's description. And you should definitely go there if you ever need help along the way, or want to know what's wrong with certain bugs in the series or things like that. So we'll see if this works. So far, yep, normal size. We'll see if it loads in though. I did everything correctly. Loads in. This is someone else's, but where's ours? Did I forget some code? Where's ours? All right. Time to see if I forgot something. This is not the mod I want. This mod. Chroma creation doesn't have. Oh, no, I forgot about this. Whoops. Daisy. Oh, we also have to load it. And the palette entry should be this thing. So we're going to do var crazy cool chroma. This. Then we'll do crazy cool chroma. Keys. Crazy cool chroma. String name. Crazy cool chroma. Oh, now it should load in because I'm no longer being a dum-dum and I remembered to put in the load command or load function. I always use the word command for some reason because that's like instinct to my brain for some reason. But the word is function or method. I keep using this, and I don't know why. It's like my instinct is that it should be fast, but it's not. Again, checking on the time, we're at 35 minutes. That's not really good. I don't really have time to cover creates then. So I'll go ahead and make it as a part 1, part 2 again. And anyways, this was a lot of stuff to cover in one part. So we can go ahead and do a part 1, part 2 for this episode as well. I wish this didn't take so long. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a thing. Hold on. This needs to go in our preload then. This is also why you need to always watch these to the end so you can see all of the steps making a mod. You know exactly what's happening. This stops you from just simply doing things. We're going to put this in the preload step then, because it has to be registered in the preload step. Of course, anyone after this, I even maybe would recommend making your own tutorial series without all of the mistakes I've made, which has been perfected and all that, and you know all the code's going to work, and you know exactly what you're doing. However, I want this to feel a very raw and real experience. It's more like a walkthrough of making a mod than a tutorial, I guess. The whole process of making a mod from start to finish, and explanations of everything along the way. So I don't want tutorial. Alright, this looks like again an issue on my side. What did I run twice? In our here. Looks like I decided that which one is the part that errors? What's the question? So it looks like we don't need to create palette. It's unnecessary. Register our palette entry. So let's go ahead and actually let's I guess I can update this appropriately, but you don't really need to use that function since it does the exact same thing. Um, the other function. And then we'll have to change our function because it will suddenly error. Say, wait a minute, that's not how you do it. In reality, I don't need to do this. Technically, the useful part about using chroma creation is if there's anything else that's ever considered needed to put inside of there, it can be. So, without you having to deal with it. Wait. Mod. There it is. Alright, let's go here, replace, then go to Steam and run. Alright, that should have worked out all of our problems. This is probably all we'll be able to do today as well. I'm going to have to record the second part tomorrow. As well as probably try and get episode 8 done tomorrow, and maybe episode 9 done throughout the week at some point. I'm also planning on doing an episode 10, which I hadn't originally planned, on custom models and similar or rather just using asset bundles in general. And showing kind of the differences between the two. Since asset bundles are needed if you want to load custom materials and things like that. Alright, finally no errors, and it should be loaded this time. Yeah, we need to put it in our name. And it looks like my functions do something weird. Why did that? It doesn't look bad. It just isn't what I expected. Can you guys get out of here? Anyway, this silly little thing, this color pack, is not what I was expecting. So I might have to look into it. One way we can fix this is to make our own custom. So, as some homework to fix this problem, I'll give you the homework of instead. What? You good? What on earth happened to you? I'm gonna close you. You're bugging out. All right. So that's some homework for you: is to create your own custom ones and figure out how to use that instead of the functions we used. If you want to make it more accurate, I'll do the homework myself as well. And that's all. I made this way too long, so see you next time.